So, like, how would you give a brief introduction about yourself? Like, just to run people through, like, who are they listening to? Who are you? How would you do that?
I'm Vidushi Gaur. Basically, I have been working with this company called Pocket Aces Pictures Private Limited, which is a digital entertainment company. And I am into brand solutions and, business development, specifically for their channel FilterCopy. And I also kind of, act here and there in the short videos. So yeah, this is who I am. This is where I am currently. But otherwise, I am a person who is born and brought up in a small town, which is Vapi. It is in Gujarat, actually. So I did my schooling from there. Then I came to Mumbai in 2009. And yeah, since then I've been here in Bombay working and also studying at the same time. So yeah.
Okay, now this is like a question which is in the, like, I asked a couple of my friends as to what questions should I include, and this is the question which everyone had. So the last question was about the recruitment and all, which is for the business side of things. But how to become an actor at FilterCopy, which is like everyone wants to know that does FilterCopy have this sort of a Bollywood audition going on? Is that happening, or like what's going on with the acting side of things?
Yeah. So we have every Tuesday we have auditions wherein people can come and audition. And obviously this was before lockdown.
Yeah.
After lockdown, I'm not aware कि auditions I'm sure online होते होंगे. वो मुझे क्रिएटिव टीम से और जो प्रोडक्शन टीम है उनसे पूछना पड़ेगा. लेकिन बिफोर लॉकडाउन एवरी ट्यूसडे आप आ सकते हो, or you can give auditions. And if we find that you fit a particular role, then we reach out to you, and then फिर वो process शुरू हो जाता है. Now we also have a talent management agency which is called Clout, जो हमने अभी recently start किया है.
Okay.
तो ये जो talent management है, इसमें we have a set of 42 influencers जिनको हम represent करते हैं. जैसे आयुष हो गया, जैसे बरखा हो गई, जैसे आयशा हो गई. So all of these people and others as well. So we represent them, we get brands for them. So उसी टीम में जो members हैं वो casting भी करते हैं. So you can reach out to them. You can maybe write to them on Instagram and get in touch with them. And yeah, anybody can actually get a role in FilterCopy video as long as we think that they suit the part.
Yeah. So like this was about your current job scenario and what you do. But like what has been your journey? Like how are you as a student, and then how did it lead to getting into Pocket Aces, working with the cool people of the internet?
Yeah. It's actually like I mean it's quite an interesting story because in school I used to be a very good student till about say 8th or 9th standard.
Yeah.
I used to like get good marks, and I used to get first rank, and I used to be a rank holder and stuff like that. But I don't know, in ninth, like after ninth, I think I just lost interest in studies, and I just used to like be at home and watch TV and eat junk food and just be a couch potato. And I think it was, it's your teenage hormones and your teenage years that you kind of start changing as a person. So
Yeah.
I blame it on my teenage years actually. But whatever it was just very bad. So I didn't study at all. I started getting like very, very bad marks, and which actually affected my parents, my mom a lot, because she was a teacher in the same school.
Okay.
So everybody used to ask कि इसको क्या हो गया है, पढ़ती क्यों नहीं है, marks अच्छे क्यों नहीं आ रहे, and stuff like that. So it was like from here I went here, and my self-confidence and my self-esteem, like everything went for a toss. I gained a lot of weight as well. Like I used to be very like thin and like a normal thin kid, but
Yeah.
then I gained a lot of weight, and because obviously I was eating a lot and being on the couch all the
Yeah.
time. So yeah, I mean, my then my school years from 9th through 12th, I would say, were just pathetic. I mean, I just started getting worse and worse in my studies, and I got really, really, really bad marks in my 12th boards, which I'm not going to tell you, but they were like really, really bad.
Okay, so is
So
it
imagine,
just to cut you, is it lower than 54%?
no, not lower than
Okay,
54.
then it's good to go.
But very bad. Like, imagine a
Okay.
person who was so good in studies, and then उसके लिए pass होना भी मुश्किल था, you know.
Hmm.
So my parents are actually relieved कि 12th में कोई compartment नहीं आया,
Hmm.
because all of us were expecting कि नहीं compartment आएगा और वापस देना पड़ेगा.
Hmm.
But नहीं आया, thankfully, and we were actually happy.
Yeah.
Then I got into so फिर ना मेरी actually मैंने science लिया था 12th में, and my mom used to be like कि science मत लेना, because she's a teacher and she knows me and she knows my aptitude also. She said कि you won't like science or you won't be interested in studying science.
Hmm.
But then I was like कि क्यों, मतलब you're saying this now because I don't study well. पहले अगर मैं first आ रही होती पहले की तरह तो you would have been okay with me taking science. So this was like my ego. तो मैंने बोला कि नहीं, मैं तो साइंस ही लूंगी और मैं डेफिनेटली साइंस कर सकती हूँ. बट या आई डिडंट स्टडी एट ऑल, एंड बहुत बहुत गंदे मार्क्स आए. तो फिर 12th के बाद माय मॉम वाज लाइक कि अभी यू जस्ट हैव टू डू व्हाट यू थिंक यू आर गुड एट. सो शी सजेस्टेड बीएमएम, व्हिच इज बैचलर्स ऑफ मास मीडिया. तो फिर वो मैंने किया, वो मुझे काफी इंटरेस्टिंग लगा. उसमें आई स्टार्टेड परफॉर्मिंग वेल. आई वाज लाइक, माय नेम वाज इन द मेरिट लिस्ट आल्सो, एंड I like the subjects and everything. तो वो अच्छा होने लगा. And then I started losing weight also. So then, of course, I was back on track and everything was good. And then I did my PGDM in advertising from MET Bandra. उसके बाद I got placed into Madison Mates, which is so Madison is a media agency which is which is actually pretty well known, but it has about 26 units, and one of its units is Mates, which is into entertainment solutions. So I got into that through my campus placement. I was there for 3 years, and then uske baad I came to Pocket Aces.
Okay, so like that was like a pretty usual trajectory, like ups, downs, and then finally it goes. Yeah. So I'd end this podcast with a question which, it's my closing question for almost every guest on the podcast. And that's like, now you have been through this whole conversation. So if you could just brief someone in a minute why they need to listen to this whole 1 hour conversation, then how will you do that?
Okay, so if you're interested in watching content, if you're interested in knowing about what goes behind making that content, and what is the manpower required, and what are the efforts that go into that. So for that, I would request you guys to please listen to this podcast and also watch it. And yeah, I mean, you'll get some nice insights, I'm hoping.
Yeah, makes sense. Thank you for being on this podcast. And this was like one of the most informative podcasts, what I say. A lot of videos which even I see on the internet, those are like, okay, fine, this was knowledgeable, but this is nowhere which I can implement. Whereas this podcast was something which I genuinely feel that people can make pointers and actually execute on this, especially the ones who are aiming to get into the content creation field.
Right. So, thank you. That's really sweet of you, Moris. Thank you so much.
Yeah.